Hi, everybody. It is DrKaren Wharton. So glad to have you guys here today. Listen, I just told you all about 30 minutes ago. I am working with a client and I want to make sure that my lighting is good. I was working with a client, and with this client, they wanted me to do some decorating for them. I run Reinvent Self, and Reinvent Self is a whole platform where we just teach people how to start again. If you've found yourself in a different place, let's say you got a different title. Let's say you're no longer working at the job that you've had for 20 years. You're no longer married. You may be newly married. You may be a new mom. You may be new in the military, out of the military, single again, or you may be in a process of losing weight. Well, your title, for whatever reason, has changed. And in that, you want to make sure that you know who you are now and that you can be successful with your new place and your new placement. So that's what we're going to be helping individuals do with Reinvent Self. So what I wanted to do was come and help, because reinvention is not just about losing weight. Everybody knows I'm on this GLP-1. I help people who want to get GLP-1s that insurance has said no, or they have had weight loss surgery and they have gained the weight back or whatever. I help people do that. But reinvention is not just about weight. It's about all those things. It's about business. It's about career. So we have a whole academy that we are launching. And part of that too is lifestyle. I know personally, just being in certain situations, you want to feel the very best that you can. Depression is real for people. So sometimes making sure that your space is uncluttered and organized is a way to help you reinvent yourself. You want to start with baby steps. And if that is a baby step for you, start with one area, start with one room. I started ordering things that I could organize my life with, caddies and things to sit on my counter or things to sit on my side table, so that things that look disheveled would no longer look disheveled. So I passed those ideas on to my client. So this is what my client wanted. She loves pink, absolutely loves pink, but she didn't want it to look like a pink playhouse because she's a grown woman. So we went and we picked out flooring for her, or a rug to match this color scheme, and we found this. Now, because she is preparing to purchase a home, she is renting, so she did not want something that was going to take up her rental space. So she wanted a solution that she could pull off the wall. Now, this is peel and stick, and I got this from Amazon, and I'll put the link in the comments or in the description. But we didn't do peel and stick, because if you peel and stick and they try to pull that off the wall, her her whole deposit is gone. Okay, not half of it. Her entire deposit is gone, and we don't want her entire deposit to be gone. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this, but we're going to use a particular method. So I'm going to pull it close so you can see, and you can see some of the pink flowers. So even though it's pink, it's blush, it's a few shades of pink and lavender and things of that nature. What we did was we got this. Made sure that we got enough for the space. So always get somebody to measure the space, or you can just go to a Home Depot or somewhere and get one of those electronic measuring tools. You just point it to the wall and they'll tell you exactly how many square feet it is. You always want to order about 20% more than you need, because trust me, you are going to mess up a panel or two just in your learning curve. I messed up two because I did something backward or whatever, but it is what it is. So the way I affix this to the wall is I actually ordered these 3M felt, and they have to be felt. I did not get the tape. I got the 3M felt because to me, they're easy to work with. They come in, I got the various because I wanted different sizes. They come in these formats. And the reason I got it in that size is because I cut them. And to make everything fit together, I place these in the same place on each pattern, on each section. So this is a section, I think it's 10 by 10. This is the section. I place the little plastic part. This is double-sided felt tape. It has a little rise in it, maybe 1/10 of an inch of a rise, but I place this on in each corner on the back of these, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But I get these because I get to cut them. So I don't use a whole one. A whole one will do probably two panels. So I save money there, and I'm consistent with the way things are placed. So I have about completed this wall. As you can see, I'm almost done. So I'm going to finish this wall, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Another thing that you want to get, do not be cheap on your scissors. Don't skimp on your scissors. And the reason I say that is because you're going to have to cut the pattern when you get to the ends. This is a whole pattern. This is a whole pattern. This over here is a piece of a pattern. So I had to cut it. But don't get scared about cutting, because on the back of this, it has a grid. So I'm going to show you how to bend it, to cut it, and how to turn it over on the back side of it and follow the grid so your cut will be straight. If you want to cut straight, you want a good pair of scissors. That's not where you want to save money. Trust me. You do not want to save money there. Another thing is, if you're balling on a budget, you want to order all of your panels at the same time. Why? Because they create them at different times. Meaning it could be a different color variation. You don't want to order this in January and then order another set in September. You want to order them all together so that they all have been created on the same run with the same color pattern, so that all the colors go together, right? Okay, so that's a hack there. So I've already done a lot of these this morning. I just came because I did the front of the bar last night. So you want to match up. And when you have, and I specifically chose a pattern that had 4 different sides. So even if you match up the top, you have to match up the sides too. Don't just assume that, oh, I matched the top, so I'm good. No, you want to make sure that all 4 sides match when you put it up, so that your pattern will look seamless. It's just like putting up wallpaper. You just got to pay attention. So I'm going to do it wrong so you can see it wrong. If you look at that, yeah, it's the same color, but the pattern doesn't match. So what we want to do is we want to keep turning it, because we want the pattern to match on all sides. See how the pattern matches at the top, but then it matches on the side too. So you want the pattern to match all over. And as you can see, I've got the little sticky on the back. I put them in the same place on each one so that they would rise at the same place on each one. Because remember, this is peel and stick. If I didn't have this, it would lay flat. But because I'm protecting her unit so that she can get her deposit back, and you can do this even if you're renting a home, you don't want to put a lot of holes and stuff in the wall, because you will not get your deposit back. But this, they just pull this off and they'll have to paint. They would have had to paint anyway. So that's not a big deal. That's not, unusual use. So let me position it so you can see me put it on. So I just put it on. And press it. And I have like a little bubble right there. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece. I'm going to pull it back and push it down. And what you do is you want to let this sit for about a day. Let it rest. This is like anything else. Let it rest. Let it sit there for about a day. And then if you see places that you have to come and redo, just come back and redo the places that you have to redo. Another thing that you want to get is a short seat. I'm sitting on a little poof ball, so that I can really pay attention to what I'm doing without worrying about, is my back hurting? So you want to make sure you have that. Also, if you have a little table, it can be a card table, it can be a coffee table. You want to put down something to protect your table, of course, but then lay your patterns out. And then I stick all of the little things on the back first. I pick the patterns. I know how many full-size patterns that I need. I pick those out first, and I put the stickers on all of them first. And then when I come up to install is quick. I don't have to install and then stop. It's a method to the madness. It's a method to the madness. So now we're at the end, got 2 more panels to put on. And if you notice, this panel is almost half the size of this panel. So this is what I did. This is just the practice piece that I was working with. You get over to the corner, and let's say you have this much that's left. What you want to do is you want to just bend it around the corner. So if I bend that around the corner, it is creased. And I just push that there. So I see the crease easily. Where are my scissors at? I take my scissors. And I cut according to the line to make sure that my line is straight. So once I do that and I put it there, it's going to fit perfectly. So another way to do that is to measure. If you're a person that measures, if you measure once, you ain't got to cut. If you measure twice, you don't have to cut but once. And that's what you want to do. You want to measure if you measure. But if you don't have time to measure, that's a quick way to do it. And you know that it's going to fit. So that's how I got the ends to fit, that were different sizes, and how I cut it. I had a good pair of scissors. So now we got these patterns. We want to make sure, again, we want to make sure if I did this, it's the same color, but if it's not the same pattern, do you see how that looks off? It looks off because I didn't check to see that the patterns fit together. So I'll keep messing with it. I've got another piece here that I cut. Let me see. And you just keep playing with it when you get to the very end until you find it the way you want it. And I'll go back and I'll trim the end here. I always overcut on the end. And I may even go down this little block. It's like maybe 2 inches, and do the side. But we have this pattern that's done. And now we just place what she had in front of here, back in front of here, so that it is consistent with the front. And I'm going to show you just in a moment what the whole bar looks like. Now, to finish this project, what I'm going to do is order bar lights. They have a magnetic strip on the back of them, and you just peel it and put it on the back of it, Put the magnetic strips here, then put the light on top of it. No drilling, none of that. No electrician needed. Put that on. You can set it wherein when you walk past it, it will turn on. That's a great feature because one of her restrooms is right here. So if you're getting up to go to the restroom in the middle of the night, a light will come on so you can see your way. Also, if you're entertaining at night and you don't want to have the large light on, you can set the light to very light to dim. They're like $9 a piece. This is a very inexpensive way to turn a builder grade home or a builder grade apartment into something special. And the way we attach this, let's say 6 months from now, she's tired of it. We'll just pull it down and we'll reconfigure it. Let's say she's tired of looking at pink and she wants to change her colors. It's really easy to change out. So this has been a love project for me because I'm doing this for my daughter. She is absolutely a client of mine. And just since I've been doing this, I've had other people ask me, do you do this? I do. My son and I do this. We just finished his room. He did his room in green and gold, and it is phenomenal. The before and afters will blow your mind. It's just something that I love to do. I'm always working with computers and with numbers and with figures, and this is my passion project. This is what I do because it makes me happy. So now that we have this done, I'm going to show you the rest of it. I'm going to move her little poof. Like if she wanted to sit her poof in front of here, she could. She could sit that. Do you see how that looks together? But she is also watching what she eats. So she's not tempted. She has a caddy that's pink that she sits here. So when her friends come over, if they want snacks, they eat what she eats for her journey. So we turn it. There you go. So that's what it looks like. And I'm going to do behind the stove as well. I'm going to back up. So you see how she has the rug, the same colors. A very quick project. It only took maybe, if I put all the time together, maybe about an hour and a half to do both sides. And remember, we're going to do just behind the stove, not the whole backsplash, but just behind the stove. So understand this, reinvention is about so much more than just your weight. It's about every aspect of your life. You want to reinvent it all. And if you want to be a part of our community to learn how to do that, leave a comment so I can give you a free registration. What I'm doing is for everybody that registers, I'm going to give you a whole week free of our Reinvent Health series. So you'll know how to do a kitchen clean out. You'll be able to work out every day. We'll tell you what to eat every day. All of that. I want you to get into the app to see how things are. My name is DrKaren Wharton. Thank you for spending this time with me. I look forward to going live even more and more. I appreciate you so much. And remember, reinvention isn't for everybody else. It's for you. Bye now.